Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Cowboys going up against the Dolphins. With that, let's head on down to Miami, where we'll hand it over to the two men calling our game. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we come to you from a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls with an 11th on the way in 2020. Yes, we are in beautiful Miami, Florida. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Miami Dolphins. Prescott on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Here we go. On second down, Prescott again. Drops it underneath to Elliott. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And this one caught by Beasley.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Give him 11 on the gain there, and it'll be first down Cowboys.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And let's run through the Dolphins' defense.
Ndamukong Suh provokes a whole lot of conversation, but at the end, everyone agrees one of the best defensive tackles in the NFL.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Tannehill forced out to his left. On the left side, this is Stills. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Okay, the starters for the Miami Dolphins offensively. Charles, who are we highlighting?
Got to highlight Jay Ajayi, their running back. Came out of Boise State as a 5th-round pick, but most people had his talent much more like a 2nd round. There were some medical concerns with the knee, but he can do it all. Run, catch, block. He's truly a 3-down back.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
Justin Durant doesn't get mentioned very often in conversation, but at the end of every game, he's made a lot of tackles.
Here's Tannehill, eluding the pressure right. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Prescott to throw it. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. On second down, Elliott fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Bryant with a catch right side. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. One man in the backfield, Elliott. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. A first down throw for Prescott. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
Certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed, yeah, you're right. The sink just wasn't there.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Play clock winding down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense. An extra defensive back on the field here for third and goal. Prescott on third and goal. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. but really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Serving, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Anthony Hitchens in to drop him behind the line, and that's a loss of a yard.
Wide 20. Wide 20.
On second down, here's Tannehill. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And Landry just snuck into the top 10 this year in receiving yardage, 1,136, finishing the year with 94 catches.
And what makes him super dangerous is his ability to convert from being a wide receiver to a running back after making the catch. Because I've talked with a number of defensive backs in the NFL, and all of them, independent of each other, say the exact same thing. Tackling him in the open field is difficult, and he leaves an impact when you do actually bring him down.
Tannehill now, they give to Ajayi. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key third down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
For someone who piled up the yardage that Jay Ajayi did in 2016, I think it was a strange type of a year. How many runners do you know that will end the season with more 200-yard games on the ground than 100-yard games and end up over 1,000?
This is caught at the 20. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Here's Tannehill now on second down. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Set wide 20.
To throw is Tannehill. Being chased out left. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Ryan Tannehill taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop. Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. He's got time. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
with the lone receiver left. To throw is Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. One man in the backfield, Elliott. Throwing, Prescott. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
It's in the game.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle. Maybe your highest paid off.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. So a big sack on 2nd down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
Here's Tannehill, buying time to his left. Damian Williams, the man he was looking for. And it's 4th down. Here's Matt Darr now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And now here come the Cowboys. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. Now Prescott, and he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Deep drop, trying to improvise. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Short boot, take it at the 21. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Second down now after the incompletion. Back to throw, Tannehill. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Tannehill, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. But Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on fourth down. They're going to go. It's Tannehill. Drops it off to Ajayi. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on fourth and long. On first down, it's Tannehill. Brought in over the middle by Graham. A big play there for the Dolphins. 31 yards.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9.
Ready! Blue 10! Blue 10!
Here's Tannehill. And Cameron has it over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Cedric Thornton in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Tannehill. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing, Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now in Miami. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. Let's see what they go to here on 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
It's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the field.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Tannehill. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jay Ajayi there out of the backfield. And now it's 3rd down. Third and long, it's Tannehill. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though. On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He completes it to Bryant. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. His throw incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Here's Prescott finding time. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.